everyone, we're going to determine our function from the given stationary points. Our given stationary points are x equals 2 and x equals -1. And usually we're given the function, we take the derivative and find the stationary points. And now we're going to go in reverse order, so to speak. We're already given the stationary points, so we kind of work backwards. So the first thing we want to do is just take our derivative of y with respect to x. And that's going to give us 6x squared minus 2bx minus c, and set this to 0. Now what this means is if we'd have done this, we would have factored this and got our stationary points, x equals -1 and x equals 2. But since we already have that, we know that when we plug in 2 into the x, that should give us 0. Or when we plug in -1 into the x, we should get 0. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do when we get x equals 2, then we have x equals 1. And that's when our derivative of y with respect to x equals 0. So just plug in 2. We're going to get this equals 6 times 2 squared minus 2b times 2 minus c, and that equals 0. And then for x equals 1, or -1, sorry, it's -1. We're going to plug that in, so you get 6 times -1 squared minus 2b times -1 minus c equals 0. So that's this one, and this is this one. Now straighten this up. We're going to get for equation 1, this one, we're going to get 24 minus 4b minus c equals 0. And for equation 2, we're going to get 6. 2 negatives make a positive, so plus 2b minus c equals 0. Now what we can do here is just add c to both sides. So we get 24 minus 4b equals c. And this one is 6 plus 2b equals c. So we have a simultaneous equation, or a system of equations where we want our c's to be the same. So we have c equals c, and if c equals c, then you set these equal to each other. So now we have 24 minus 4b equals our c, which is our other c was 6 plus 2b. Now we're going to solve for b. So I'm going to add 4b to both sides and subtract 6 from both sides. And that's going to give me 18 equals 6b. Divide both sides by 3, so by 6. So b equals 3. Now, if b is 3, all we have to do is plug the 3 into this equation, because remember we had 24 minus 4b equals c. So 24 minus 4 times 3 equals c. So that's 24 minus 12, so c equals 12. You could also do this one. You could say 6 plus 2 times 3 equals c. That's 6 plus 12, that equals 6 plus 6 equals 12. These should be the same. If they're not, we did something wrong. So now we just substitute back in, because our goal is to determine our function and fill in these coefficients, b and c. So now our function is y equals 2x cubed minus b. So that's going to be 3x squared minus c. That's minus 12x. And then we have our plus 4. And that is your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.